Hi there everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Match the Gamer here to bring you another DBZ, DBS, etc. discussion video. Today we're going to be talking about a relatively interesting topic that seems to be being theorized and discussed throughout the DBZ community. I'm going to be talking about the DBZ multiverse thing that's going on. So for those of you that aren't aware, spoiler alert in advance, you should watch Battle of Gods if you haven't seen it yet and you'll understand everything. I'll give you 3 seconds to pause the video. 1, 2, 3. Okay, assuming you're still here, have a pause the video and check that out, hopefully through a legal route. I ain't gonna judge you if you went legal, but anyways. Okay, so in Battle of Gods, there's a scene where Beerus looks over at Goku after a fight, and he's explaining more or less, that, you know, he's the second strongest being he's ever fought, but he's being the strongest he's ever fought. And then he goes, oh, and by the way, there are other universes, 12 in fact, we reside in the 7th, and some of those universes have spawned beings stronger than you or I. So, that said, we know that there are officially 12 universes. So, everything we see in Dragon Ball Z resides within the 7th universe. So that leaves 11 other universes we have yet to see or explore. Now, again, spoiler alert in advance. Okay, I'm just giving you 3 seconds. Okay. Uh, Spoiler alert, of course, as I was just saying. If you go and watch, you know, uh, Dragon Ball Super, we find out that the enemy that they'll be facing in the Universe 6 arc, yes, that's the working title I'm guessing right now. We don't know for sure if that's what they're actually going to call it. They may call it something else, but for now, let's just for the sake of simplicity, we're going to call it the Universe 6 arc. Beings that are apparently the god of destruction, Champa, and a feminine version of Whis, whom we, at the time of the recording of this video, do not have a name for yet, uh, come from Universe 6, and they're there looking for something in Universe 7, something called Wishing Orbs, and it sounds like they're looking for Dragon Balls in the way they described them. They don't sound like your typical Dragon Balls you would find on Earth, or even Namek for that matter. Like, these things sound rather large, and they are apparently extremely powerful. But beyond that, that's all we know. So, that said, why am I bringing all this up? Why am I bringing up the multiverse thing with Dragon Ball Super? Well, simple. A lot of people seem to be confused about how it may work, and there's no definitive answer on how it works. A lot of people are hoping for like an alternate universe where, say, Cell beat Gohan, and now he's alive and wreaking havoc across the universe, or one where maybe Vegeta beat Goku in that fight, or maybe Vegeta ascended to Super Saiyan before Goku did, stuff like that. Just various alternate universes. But for those who don't understand multiverse theory, I'm going to more or less make it simple to the best of my abilities. I'm no physicist, I'm no theoretical physicist, so I'm just explaining this in the way I personally understand how a multiverse theory works. Now, bear in mind, this is a theory based on what a group or a individual scientist said that more or less says, based on this math and all this other junk, this is how I think it works, but since I cannot physically go there and see it, this is just a theory. Anyways, so that said, on a very, very simplistic level, let's say this morning I decided to have, I had the option between Lucky Charms for breakfast or Apple Jacks, okay? And let's say in this universe I live in right now, I decided to eat Lucky Charms. Well, I just made, there's an alternate timeline and universe made where I had Apple Jacks instead. Little things like that, apparently, according to the simplistic version of this theory, can spawn not only an alternate timeline, but a whole other universe altogether. To put it simply, if it can happen, it did happen, but in another timeline, in another universe. So, that said, here's why I don't think the DBZ multiverse is going to work like this. It's limited to only 12 universes, according to Beerus, unless Toriyama's going to surprise us and say, oh, Beerus didn't know there was actually more than 12, but as of right now, with the current information I have before me, if it's only limited to 12, then there's no way that the multiverse works in the same way the multiverse theory in our real life works. So what I'm thinking the multiverse of the DB DBS series, how it essentially works, and this is, again, from my perspective, my theory, okay? This is just a theory, not fact, nothing set in stone, nothing written somewhere, nothing officially stated by Toriyama or Toei Animation. This is just me as a simple YouTuber making my own personal thoughts. But I think that each of the 12 universes has its own, it's just like its own individual world. Think of it as like an entirely different planet, more or less. Like, there's no Saiyans in Universe 6 or 12 or whatever. The only place Saiyans existed in were Universe 7, um, etc. Stuff like that. Uh, it, it, uh, just like I said, just that it's limited to only 12. There's no way that it can work. That it's not our multiverse theory. It's going to work on entirely different principles. Uh, so essentially, you go to say Universe 6. There's probably not an Earth there. There might be an Earth-like planet, but it's not Earth. And humans probably don't exist here. There's going to be a ton of alien races that exist here. Exist there. They don't exist in Universe 7. But here's what we do know exists in Universe 6 and all the other universes, apparently based on what was said in, I believe, the manga. The Dragon Ball Super manga. I'm not sure if the same thing will be said in anime, but as of right now in the manga, this is what I know. Apparently, Kais exist in all the universes. So in each universe, there's a Kai. Or Kai is like in Universe 7. You know, like you got your north, south, east, and west for covering each quadrant of the universe. And then, of course, you got your Supreme Kai. So, that said, apparently Kais and Gods of Destruction all reside over the 12 universes. So we know that for sure, assuming that happens in anime, because I'm treating the Dragon Ball Super anime more continuity than the manga, because the anime was planned first, it was thought of first, and was going to be treated as a continuation to the manga first. Then the Dragon Ball Super manga came later. That's not to say the Dragon Ball Super manga is terrible, but I mean, inconsistencies between the anime and manga, but that's a topic for another video. Anyways, like I said, each universe is going to have its own planets, its own races, and it's going to be completely separate in an entirely different timeline from Universe 7. So Goku and them won't travel to, say, Universe 6 and see Saiyans or see an alternate version of Vegeta that came to Earth instead of Goku for some reason or something like that. If you want something like that, there's actually a fan-made manga called Dragon Ball Multiverse, which you should probably check out. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. You should actually support the official Dragon Ball Z manga made by Toriyama, but if you want to try out some fan-made stuff that might fit the bill of what you're looking for here in terms of an actual multiverse where different things happen, Dragon Ball Multiverse be for you then, if that's the case. I haven't personally read it, but I have seen those few images here and there, and it's really well drawn and animated, so if the artist that done that happens to be watching, great job, man, you're doing a great job. I don't necessarily watch or read a lot of fan-made stuff, but that's not dissing on you, nor is it saying your product that you're working on there is bad or anything. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm not really into a lot of fan-made stuff. I'm more of the, I like checking out the official works type thing for some reason. I don't know what it is. I guess it's, I'm getting off topic. Anyways. But yeah, check out that manga if you want a multiverse type thing. But yeah, as for just Dragon Ball Super, my current theory is yes, 12 universes. All of them have their own individual planets. They're nothing like anything in Universe 7, and there are races in there that don't exist in any other universes, and they have their own individual timelines. The only thing that they apparently have in common are Kais and Gods of Destruction. And apparently, the Gods of Destruction have an attendant that more or less looks like Whis, and it may be a different gender, color, or whatever. But, yeah. Of course, this is all assuming that I'm correct, and I don't know that for sure because, like I said, this is a theory. Nothing's been stated factually by Toriyama, Toei Animation, or anything like that. So until we actually see the Universe 8 arc and see where the series goes and goes even further beyond, we won't know. Now, some of y'all out there may be thinking about something else, though. Like, you're probably thinking about, well, what about the alternate timelines where Trunks comes from? That's where this theory gets a little few holes put in it, but at the same time, it's still solid because it wouldn't work like our universe, but at the same time, it's working on a weird principle. For For those who don't know, back in Dragon Ball Z, obviously Future Trunks came from the future, but his timeline is an alternate timeline sometime around when the Buu Saga would be taking place. Well, actually, way after the Buu Saga, excuse me. Be more like around the time frame of when GT would have taken place, if Trunks is roughly around the same age, I'm guessing, at that point in time, Future Trunks. So, yeah, so Trunks comes from the future. In his timeline, as you remember, Goku died due to a heart virus, androids attacked and killed everyone but him and Gohan, and eventually got Gohan. And he was all that's left. He was literally the last hope for the future. He comes back to the past, changes things, but nothing changes in his time. Everything changes in Goku and them's time in the series that we see from then on. You know, it's goes on a route, it does, but in Trunks' time, everything stays the same. Everybody's still dead, and nothing's gotten better. So Trunks trains, goes back to his time, kills the androids, problem solved. But then we also got the another timeline where apparently Cell kills Trunks and comes back in time to absorb the androids because Trunks of that timeline killed the androids. And this is, of course, before Cell was introduced in the series. All those events that transpired. So, yeah, see where things get a little confusing. It's like, okay, well, that had to be another universe then if it's not changing timelines. Well, we don't know how exactly everything's going to work. This is just strictly theories, but things I want to throw out there to show that I'm not entirely closed-minded to it working a different way. But in terms of how in real life we understand the multiverse theory, it couldn't work under the same principle because there's too few universes. If there was an infinite number of universes and not just limited to 12, then yes. And I'm sorry about the horn in the background. There's a bus or something picking up some folks across the street. Uh, I'll try to edit it out. Anyways, that's more or less how I think this is going to work. It's not going to work like our real life multiverse theory. It's going to work more or less, like I said earlier, based on what I think right now until I get presented with more evidence that is officially stated. Please don't link any articles in the bottom of the comment section that claim these things, okay? Until Say an Island or Toriyama or some article in, say, Shonen Jump magazine posts something, don't believe a word of it, okay? Because a lot of this crap gets around and it confuses fans. I mean, remember Dragon Ball AF, how everybody thought, oh, that was going to be awesome, it was going to be real. No, never happened. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Whew. What a morning for me. But, yeah. Thanks y'all again for watching, and I'm going to try to post more Dragon Ball related videos and such of that nature because I need to get this channel up to where I want it to be. I need to push myself even further beyond. I made a Dragon Ball Z joke. I need to get more videos out. I need to make more videos. I need to pump these out, folks, and just subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, giving them a thumbs up, commenting and everything lets me know what y'all like, what you don't like, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what direction you want me to take my channel in, because channels are only successful thanks to you guys, okay? I can pump out the best content in the world, but unless there's actually people watching it, subscribing to my channel, liking the videos and commenting, doesn't mean anything. So, it's you guys that are going to make my channel grow. And without you guys, I ain't going anywhere on YouTube. So, bring your friends in, stay subscribed if you would, etc., etc. And I greatly appreciate every one of y'all that I currently have now and every one of y'all I will gain in the future. So, yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'm probably going to edit in some pictures here and there, so, I don't know. Peace. Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.